Hello everyone and welcome back. As you all asked, I'm bringing a few protein-rich recipes that are easy to make and super delicious. Starting with high-protein Amritsari Paneer Bhurji with Lachha Paratha. For the basic prep, I'll start by finely grinding 1 onion, garlic, ginger and green chili. I'm using a chopper since it helps retain a bit of texture in the bhurji. Next, I'll finely chop the tomatoes and keep everything aside. Now this bhurji is creamier than the regular one, and for that I'll take 1 cup of curd and add a few regular spices like turmeric, coriander powder, red chili powder, roasted cumin powder, Kashmiri red chili powder and garam masala. Then whisk everything well. Now take a pan, add a little oil and 1 teaspoon ghee because it adds up to the flavor. Once it heats up, add cumin seeds, 1 bay leaf, hing, kasuri methi and 1 tablespoon besan. Roast the besan for about 5 minutes till it turns fragrant. Then add turmeric. Next, add the onion mix and cook for 2 to 3 minutes till it turns translucent. Now I'll add some peas, but this is totally optional. I'm using frozen peas, but you can go for fresh ones too if they are available. Once the peas are cooked, add the curd mixture and keep stirring till the oil separates from the masala. When the curd is cooked well, crumble the paneer and mix it nicely. I'll also add 2 teaspoons of homemade cream for that extra creaminess and richness. Finally, sprinkle chopped coriander, salt and pepper, and our delicious Amritsari bhurji is ready. My meals never go without salad, so I'll chop up a quick basic salad on the side. Next, for the masala paratha, let's prepare the spice mix with turmeric, red chili powder, coriander powder, roasted cumin powder, salt, dry mint powder, kalonji and about half teaspoon ghee to bind it all together. Now roll out a chapati like usual, spread the masala mix evenly, roll it inwards and wrap it to make a coil. Roll it out again and get those lovely layers to make this amazing looking lachha paratha. Toast the paratha on the tawa from both sides with a bit of ghee till it turns golden, flaky and crispy. And there you go, a hearty protein-packed combo ready to enjoy. Perfect for a weekend breakfast or a lazy lunch. Do give this one a try because it's comforting, filling and brings a delicious twist to your everyday meals. The next delicious recipe, which is an absolute favorite in our house, is high protein vegetable pasta. Ever since I started making this, there's been no going back. Have you ever had that one recipe everyone at home just can't get enough of? This is ours. For the prep, I'll peel 10 to 12 garlic pods and chop a few vegetables. I will add the variety of fresh vegetable into this pasta to add lots of fiber. Although kids don't enjoy too many veggies, but I chop them thinly so they mix well into the pasta. Isn't this a smart hack? The veggies I'm using today are mushrooms, colored bell peppers and onions. While the prep is going on, I'll put the water to boil for the pasta. Always add pasta to boiling water as it helps it stay non-sticky and gives that perfect texture. I'm using millet pasta today, but you can use any pasta you like. Add a little bit of salt and boil for 5 to 7 minutes. Now for the high protein pasta gravy, I will finely grind garlic and tofu to give it that protein kick. Add a little salt, pepper, pasta seasoning, tomato ketchup and some water to make a runny paste. Once the pasta is done, it's time for the final cooking. In a pan, I'll take 1 teaspoon butter and 1 teaspoon olive oil. Then goes finely chopped garlic, because garlic is the ultimate taste maker in this pasta. Next, add finely chopped onions, and once they turn translucent, toss in the chopped veggies. Season the veggies with salt, oregano and chili flakes and mix well. Now add the boiled pasta. I'll also add some red chilies because I love that slight heat in my pasta along with the tofu puree. Mix well and adjust the seasoning as per your taste. I will add a little bit of a ketchup, and just like that, our high protein pasta is ready. But wait, pasta is incomplete without garlic bread, right? To make quick garlic butter, mix 2 teaspoon butter with chopped garlic and microwave it for 30 seconds. Add some pasta seasoning and your instant garlic butter is ready. Spread it generously on your bread. Top it with cheese and chili flake and grill it in the air fryer for around 4 minutes. And there you go, a super healthy, protein packed, creamy white sauce pasta with garlic bread is ready to serve. Be it your cafe style desired dinners or kids' birthday party, this is one dish that will always be a hit. Would you try this version next time to make pasta? Let me know in the comment section. For the next recipe, we will be making a high protein smashed chickpea wrap. First, I'll need the regular dough for the chapati wrap. Since it's a chickpea wrap, I'll take some chole that I had pre-boiled to save some cooking time. I'm using chickpeas here, but you can also use rajma, lobia or kala chana too. Smash them roughly and don't worry if there are some chunks left. Small meal preps done ahead of meals are the best way to make quick meals, and pre-boiling ingredients is the easiest meal prep you can do. Next, I'll add some boiled potatoes and mix them with the mashed chickpea. To make it high in protein, instead of potatoes, I would suggest that you add protein or tofu, whatever suits you the most. For the flavoring, add lots of crushed garlic. Now is the time when we'll add some spices, starting with salt, pepper, roasted cumin powder, mint powder, black salt and red chili powder. I also had some green chutney lying in the fridge, so I'll add that too for added freshness and flavor. You can add chopped coriander and mint as well. Some toasted sesame seeds for that crunch, and now mix everything well. The wrap filling usually also contains a lot of veggies, so next I'll thinly slice all the available vegetables. Whenever you increase protein intake in your diet, it's mandatory to increase your fiber intake too. And fruits and veggies help you with that. There is a reason they say eat the rainbow. And anyways, who doesn't like having a colorful plate of food? Now I'll make the wrap. For the wrap, I'll make a relatively bigger chapati so that it can hold the filling nicely, and toast this chapati from both the sides. While I was toasting the chapati, I decided to grate some pre-boiled beetroot into the filling. It's hard to include beetroot in the regular diet, but boiled and grated beetroot can easily be sneaked in without much thought. Now for this recipe, I'm using chapati, but if you prefer, use the tortillas available in the market, whatever feels convenient. Once done, it's time to layer it with the prepared filling and spread it all around the wrap. This will ensure that you get to taste the filling in every bite. Now, I'll again toast the wrap with the filling side down to help it stick to the wrap nicely. Once done, it is your blank canvas, and fill it with whatever you like. I'll start by spreading some cheese spread. Then I'll spread the green chutney mixed with thick yogurt so the wrap doesn't feel too dry. Then add a layer of sliced veggies. I'm adding onions, bell peppers, carrots and cabbage. I'll also season the veggies with salt and pepper and pasta seasonings. I deliberately didn't do it earlier since the veggies lose water and we don't want our wrap to be oozing water while eating. Also, you have them ready. This dish is very versatile, so customize it the way you desire. Also, since kids will eat it, I'm using only chutney, but feel free to add spicy sauces or chili oil as per your choice. Once you're happy with the inside ingredients, fold the wrap in half and again toast it on the tawa from both sides till it turns crispy. Since we are talking about a rainbow on a plate, I'll make a quick salad with the already prepared ingredients. This will not only help me add more fiber but keep me fuller for longer, and my plate will look fuller and more satisfying. Remember, we eat with our eyes first, and a full plate of salad is an easy way to trick our mind that we have had enough on the plate, and this controls our food portions smartly. So here I am making a quick chickpea salad and add simple seasonings like salt, pepper, chili flakes and lemon juice. And here is our cafe style food platter ready to dig in. I'm really loving the crunch on this wrap. This recipe is an all-rounder because it's protein rich, different from regular meals, extremely filling and looks absolutely appetizing. Here comes the last recipe, which by the way also includes a mini meal prep idea. Whenever you boil legumes, try to boil two varieties together. They take the same time to cook and saves a lot of time later. For example, I have boiled both chole and kala chana and both are cooked nicely. I'll store the chole for later use and use the kala chana to make kala chana curry today. For the basic prep of the curry, I'll finely chop some onions and crush ginger and garlic using a mortar and pestle. You can also use a chopper to finely chop everything together. Next, I'll chop some tomatoes. This curry is very much different from the regular curry we make and turns out more delicious. Since it's curry, we'll take 1 cup of curd and add spices like turmeric, garam masala, red chili powder, Kashmiri red chili powder, coriander powder, roasted cumin powder and chole masala. Mix everything well until the spices are fully combined. Now I'll take a kadai and add mustard oil. Once the oil is heated, add cumin seeds, ajwain, bay leaves, hing and chopped onions along with ginger and garlic. Saute everything until the onions turn translucent. Next, add the chopped tomatoes and some salt to help them cook faster. Now I am adding potatoes here to bind the curd since we are not using besan. But you can also mash some kala chana and add that instead. This helps prevent the curd from curdling while cooking. Next, add the prepared curd mixture and keep stirring until it starts leaving oil. This step may take 10 to 12 minutes, but it is very crucial for making a delicious curry. Once the curry starts boiling and release oil, add the kala chana along with the same water and mix well. Let it simmer for another 10 to 12 minutes. Meanwhile, I'll prepare the salad. Just to highlight, to make this or any recipe high in protein, make sure to add paneer, tofu or soya chunks in vegetarian options. These are all the high protein sources and they are the basic ingredients to make any meal high in protein. Once the curry is prepared, you can always add your desired protein elements and customize it as per your health goals. In the end, add kasuri methi and freshly chopped coriander and your delicious kala chana curry is ready. If you have never made kala chana like this, I would recommend trying it this way to add variation to the dish. I'll season the salad with salt, lemon juice, freshly chopped coriander and pepper, and the meal is ready. Serve it with rice or roti and enjoy this tangy, spicy, protein-rich kala chana. So these are my picks and suggestions for making high protein recipes that are different from our day-to-day meals and make protein intake fun and easy. Now pause this video and let me know which recipe you enjoyed the most in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to follow the channel for more such healthy recipes and write your suggestions and comments in the comment section, as I'm delighted to read them all. And I'll see you in my next video very soon.